So this is how I'm gonna try to snorkel the rear part of this CVT. Right there. It's about 3 inches across in diameter, and so what I'm gonna do is I built this. This is a 3-inch piece of rubber adapter. Actually, it's a 3-inch, and it has this 2.5 inch, so that you can go either from a 3 to a 2.5. But this adapter is going to work like this. What I did was I had to cut some off of it, so that basically when you fit this on, it's going to look something like this, and that's going to go over that. And I'll kind of show you that in a second. But what I'm going to do first is this 2.5 inch. This is 2.5 inch shop back hose. 2.5 inches. And this right here, you got to cut the end off of this shop back hose, and then it's a really tight fit to get this on there. But what I'm going to do is silicone this around here, put silicone in here. This is the kind of silicone I'm using, 100% waterproof GE. So I'm going to silicone this, silicone in here, and then I'm going to put this on, hook it up, and then show you what I've got after that. Okay, now I've let my silicone dry on here, and the next thing you want to do is go ahead and get this. Let me make sure I can see what's going on here. Okay. Like I said, this is going to be about 3 inches long when you get it, and you're going to have to take this and cut it down so that you got enough room here so that it fits on here good. Which, by the way, it would want to go ahead and clean this up too, as good as you can while you got it off. But go ahead and fit that on there like that, so that it fits down like that, but yet there's enough room that this will fit in there. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because now what you basically do is, and it's going to be a tight fit, but you want to slip this over the top like that. Fit it over it about like that, so that that's what you wind up with, because it's nice, because it's kind of flush here, and then on the inside it's going to fit over that, and that's kind of what you want to wind up with, is that. And probably what I'll do is probably go ahead and put some silicone in here. No, probably not, because basically now what you want to do is get that in and fit that. Well, don't forget your hose clamps, but basically you would put this on, put your hose clamps on, and then put that on so that it fits pretty much like this. Just like that. That's kind of the idea. So that it fits just like that, and then you'll tighten your hose clamps down, and then probably probably run a bead of silicone through here. But that should be, I don't know, you may or may not have to. You could probably run some here on this outside again. But because this is going to be pretty tight, you're going to have 2 of them on here. You're going to have 2 hose clamps, one here. Basically, it's going to be like this, because this hose clamp over here is going to tighten, is going to give a little more pressure and tighten this up, although that's sealed pretty solid. And then this hose clamp over here is going to tighten it down to the box here. So that's pretty much it. And then run some silicone around there maybe. And that's pretty much what I did just for the snorkel on the back. Then of course, you know, you have to, I'm going to figure out how to run it up to the front. But this was just how to get how to connect the hose to your box right here on the rear. Okay, so this is basically what it's going to look like when it's all done. I also want to come back and say you can kind of make this optional, but if you're going to put this clamp on, I would not clamp it too tight, because if you squeeze it tight, real tight, you're going to kind of mash this. You're going to kind of mash that, and it may separate a little bit. I've got it on there, but just enough to keep it just a little bit of tension. And then I've got it all siliconed up. So that's kind of basically what it'll look like when it's done.